Hey guys, it's me, Kay, and I am here with my all tea, all shade Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 1. We have waited umpteenth years for there to be another Basketball Wives spinoff, and I must say that these ladies did not disappoint. Let's get right into this review. The episode kicks off with Mehgan James from Basketball Wives LA and from Bad Girls Club linking up with Shaunie to discuss who she should link up with in Orlando because she just moved there and quote unquote she don't know nobody. We all know that Shaunie used to live in Orlando for quite some time when she was married to Shaq. After that, Ashley, we meet her, and she is a millionaire, and she says that she made her first million on her own before she got married to her husband. She has a store and a clothing line. She's married to basketball player Tony Snell, and they have 2 sons with each other. Now, in the beginning of this episode, I liked Ashley. I thought that she was gonna be someone that, we would, gravitate to and see a lot of ourselves in. But boy, was I wrong. We then go to Morgan, who I ended up liking a lot as the episode went on. And in the beginning, I was side-eyeing her thinking like, what this chick is about to be about. She seemed a little messy all over the place. But by the end of the episode, I was like, okay, MVP of this episode. She has quickly become my favorite. Morgan is at her home with her children, and her mom is there. I love the mother. Her name is Carlita, and she is quite sassy, just like her daughter. And Morgan was married to an NBA player by the name of Eric Bledsoe. And she says that she's looking for a space for her beauty salon and beauty school because she does hair. I want to see how she get down with the hair, okay? Morgan says that she and Ashley used to be really close, but they end up falling out because she found out that Ashley introduced her ex-husband while they were still married and other players to women to have sex with. And yeah, that was my face when she said that. The face that she making in this photograph is how I was looking, because I was like, well. Ashley ain't so kosher after all. Well, all right. So Mehgan invites the ladies to a brunch so they can all get to know each other. Now, mind you, they already knew each other because they'd all filmed together the summer prior and filmed a reel to pitch, to the network so they can see like what the show would be about. So the storylines were already concocted a year ago, and then they actually got greenlit for the show. But for show purposes, they act like they had never met each other. But okay, whatever. So it's the day of the brunch, and I must say, when Ashley got out the car, I loved her outfit. I was obsessed with it. But who is this lady? Because this cannot be the same Ashley, child. She looks totally different. Now, the photo of her on the left with the black hair is from the previous summer when they filmed the sizzle reel. And then this is how she looks now. It's obvious that she lost weight. I know that she mentions in a future episode that she had recently lost a baby and lost her mom. So it's obvious that this must have been, either while she was pregnant or after she'd lost her baby. So she lost weight. Did she get fillers in her lips? It looks like she might have done something with the lips and lost weight and then dyed her hair a different color. But she looks totally different, child. So Ashley walks in and she invited one of her friends named Pernia or something like that. And she goes over to the bar. She sees that Morgan is there, but they don't speak to each other. All we see is her and her friend steady looking over there at Morgan, and Morgan steady looking over there at them. Neek, which is another cast member, she arrives. And she's an influencer with like 1 million followers. No, like almost 4 million followers or something like that. And has a son. And she's been dating an NBA player by the name of Dwayne Bacon for 2 years. And he has 2 kids with another cast member by the name of Mackenzie, who she just got into it with last summer over this whole situation. But they somewhat worked past it. Now, I was like, whoever did the casting with this was genius, because this is some sister wives mess if I ever seen it in my life, okay? Neek So far I like her. But I'm just gonna be honest. She got a dope body, but she looked like her name could be Gilbert. I'm sorry. Woo! She looked like her name is Gilbert Arenas, child. So Mackenzie and Mehgan arrive, and the ladies sit down minus Pernia. I don't think she sat at the table with them or whatever. So they sit down, and they get to know each other, and Ashley giggles at something somebody said, and Morgan pops it off and was like, and roll her eyes like, bitch, don't be laughing around me. And I was like, oh, so she ignorant. So this is when I'm still side-eyeing Morgan like, why is she being so petty and ignorant? Like your mama had already said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But it's obviously she didn't take her mama's advice. So Morgan in her confessional was like, I believe Ashley tried to show she's above it all because she's older than all of us. Unfortunately, she lives in a fake world where everything in her life is fake, like her bags. And I was like, oh, so we calling people bags fake already? That's what we doing, child. So Neek tells Mehgan that Mackenzie is her man's baby mama and that they live 3 houses down from each other. And I was like, now what in the ghetto is going on here? Now I'm assuming that they're staying 3 houses down from each other, you guys, because they don't live in Orlando. Much like how they do in LA, the girls, when they come to film, the show will put them up in an apartment for the duration of them filming. And I'm assuming that's the same thing that they did with these girls. But it's still weird AF. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's for a few weeks, it's still weird to know that your baby mama literally two doors down. Like that's crazy. So Morgan, we all of a sudden see get in Pernia's face and says, why are you looking at me crazy? And at this point, I'm like, is she drunk? Because her voice was a little shaky. And I was like, what is going on? So Pernia was like, I don't even know who you are. And Ashley said, nobody is worried about you. And Morgan puts her hand in Ashley's face and says, you worried about me a lot, okay? And so Ashley was like, don't put your hand in my face, and slap her hand away. And they then get to tussling back and forth. But I don't even think security came and broke them up. If they did, I don't remember. So Ashley like, Morgan, stop. Morgan, stop. And Ashley was like, don't talk to me. This is my last time telling you. Like she was warning her, put her finger in her face and everything. So Morgan put her hand back in Ashley's face again, and they tussle a little bit again. And Ashley tells her not to grab her like that. So then Ashley in her confession was like, Morgan and her temper is so draining. So I'm really at this point thinking like, well, maybe that's why you and your husband didn't work out. It's because you crazy. Because I'm still looking at Morgan like she's a loose cannon. Like what is going on with this girl? Like she is cuckoo. So Ashley was like, your whole life is a joke. And Morgan was like, my life is real. Your whole life is a facade. And I was like, well, what is that about? Like, please give us the tea on why you keep on saying that this girl life is fake and her bag is fake. We need more context clues, okay? So then after that, we go to Neek, who goes to meet up with the other cast member by the name of Mulan. And they supposed to be working out, but it's hella hot outside. Mulan is a college athlete and a basketball influencer. She was with this NBA player by the name of Ball or something like that. And I'm looking at this girl like, you know dang on well you only mess with this man because he was in the NBA. Because if he was a regular Joe Schmo off the street, you would have laughed in that man's face. He literally looked like a monkey's ass. But okay. But all right, girl. And Mulan is a gorgeous girl, really pretty, but that BBL, that booty starting to sag. It's starting to look a little bit Black China-ish before Black China got her booty redone. Yeah, girl, get that together. So Morgan joins them, and Morgan tells Mulan what happened between her and Ashley. And Morgan was like, how you gonna bring a +1 and you a +1? And at this point, I'm starting to like Morgan because I was like, this girl funny and she just don't give a F. So she then goes on to say that she cool on Mackenzie as long as Mackenzie is cool with Ashley. And I'm like, okay, so once again, I'm side-eyeing her. Like, I just don't, she all over the place. I don't really know how to get a grasp on this girl at this point. So then Morgan invites the girls out to play golf and to hash things out. So after that, Ashley and her husband Tony go to dinner, and she tells him what happened with Morgan and everything. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when I saw this man, I said, girl, I know you lying. Because at first when they was walking into the restaurant and he opened his mouth, I was like, is his teeth bleeding? Is his gums bleeding? What is going on with this man's teeth? Why they look bloody and orange? I was like, what is happening, Jesus? What is happening? Y'all got too much money for your man to be looking like that by the mouth, girl. You got your teeth fixed. Why he ain't got his fixed? You don't care nothing about this man for real. Like, what is going on? And they sit down to have dinner, and he just reminded me of the Black Lurch from the Addams Family. Like, no expression in his face, the hooded eyes. I was like, what is going on here? But girl, you was willing to lay down with him and procreate, so you got him. Mackenzie takes her son over to Dwayne and Neek's apartment, and she literally walk out her apartment with the kid and walk 2 houses down and knock on the door. So she asks Neek to come outside so they can talk, and asks her, is there anything else you want to clear up? And Neek was like, I don't like that you were taking your anger out on me when it had nothing to do with me. You were trying to make it seem like I was a homewrecker. I had no clue y'all was together or messing around. I feel at the time I didn't respect you because you were disrespectful to me. And Mackenzie says basically that she feels like her ex downplayed their relationship, and that's what dudes do, but it is what it is. She happy for them, and she wants them to, actually get along and be able to co-parent, and Neek agrees. And I'm like, okay, Neek, you saying that you didn't know they was together. He was telling you one thing, this, that, and the third. I'm like, girl, but you know how dudes are. Like, I need for girls to stop giving that as an excuse. I ain't know y'all together. He said y'all what? Like, girl, stop. So it's Morgan's golf day. And we meet another cast member by the name of Lindsay, who is pregnant. And Lindsay already getting on my nerves because she's doing too much. So it started raining, so the girls go inside, and I think it was Milan and Neek or something, I think, were already indoors. So they sit down to eat, and Mehgan walks in with Nikki from Black Ink Crew Chicago. Nikki is a big bitch. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to fight her nor Neek, because them big heifers, they like the Eminem twins. Absolutely not. That's unfair. Nope. That's like a man fighting a woman. Absolutely not. So they sit down, and Lindsay pop it off with the mess. And this is why I was looking at her like, girl, you pregnant. Why is you being so messy? So Lindsay was like, it's stuff being said but not being said, so we just need to put it all out there. And everybody kind of like looking at each other. And Mehgan was like, all right, well, I'll start. So Mackenzie and Lindsay was like, oh, well, I was actually talking about you had something you need to say to Morgan. And Morgan looking like, what she got to say to me? Morgan was on ready at this point. Mind you, when Mehgan said, well, Mackenzie kind of like rolled her eyes like, here we go. But Morgan was looking like, what's the tea here? So Mehgan was looking with an expression on her face like, I know this messy bitch didn't. Like, did she really? Oh, she did? Okay. So Mehgan in her confession was like, I don't even know you. I didn't even invite you to my brunch. So who are you and how do you know my business? And I was like, things is getting fishy. So Mehgan says to Morgan, since Lindsay brought it up, I used to talk to Eric. And I was like, are we really having an Evelyn and Tammy moment? Oh my God, this is good. So she said, I used to talk to Eric. We went on 2 group dates. I was planning to tell you, but I didn't want to tell you about your husband in a group setting. I never effed him or sucked him. If you feel a way about it, I'm sorry, but I didn't know about you. Girl, you knew that man was married. All you had to do was Google. Stop once again. Stop. So Morgan has a natural resting bee face where you don't know if she about to hug you, kiss you, or literally slit your throat. And she surprisingly says, in my divorce, I learned about everything. It's irrelevant to me. I welcome you to Orlando with open arms. Like, she ain't even tripping because she already know the tea about all of it. So Mehgan was like, okay, well, what's the status with you and Ashley? And Morgan said, F Ashley, that's the status. And at this moment, I'm starting to stand her again. Morgan then tells the girls what happened between her and Ashley. And Milan was like, yeah, I was there. So they flash back to the summer before when Ashley was mocking Morgan about Eric cheating. Now, I couldn't make out what was said during that scene. So if anybody knows what was said, please let me know down below, because I rewound it several times and I didn't feel like turning on my subtitles. So Mulan says that she was cool with Ashley until she learned that she befriended someone that was her enemy. So at this point, they all right, but she keep her at arm's length. So at this point, I'm like, okay, so Ashley is looking like she is the messy villain. Okay. So at this point, Mulan was like, you know, when I first met you, Morgan, I already had a perception of you based on what I was told. But then when I was put in the same predicament you were in, it's like, ain't nobody safe. And so Mackenzie is sitting there with a worried look on her face, like, should I be worried? Because I'm friends with this hoe. And I was like, so it's obvious to me that Ashley was talking about Morgan to Milan. Okay, so now it's making even more sense of why I'm starting to like Morgan more and side-eye Ashley. So Mackenzie says, so am I the only one at this table that's friends with Ashley? Milan and Morgan at the same time was like, yep. So Mackenzie say, I can go to the bathroom or something, but I'm a little uncomfortable. And Morgan said, don't be uncomfortable because you don't go to the bathroom when Ashley's sitting and discussing me. And I was like, okay, it's official. I'm a Morgan stan. I'm living for sis. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So Mackenzie was like, when was that? And Morgan says, all the time. Mackenzie was like, okay, Morgan. And Morgan was like, there is no way you can say you be around Ashley and she don't talk about me. And Mackenzie was like, let me just drink my water. And Morgan said, so drink your water and enjoy it. Baby, Mackenzie did not want them problems. Mackenzie gonna say, well, next time she should just be here. And Morgan was like, she was invited. She chose not to be here. So Mehgan then jumps in and was like, Mackenzie, I know that you and Ashley are cool or whatever, but I feel like there's some truth to what they saying because you brought up the situation between me and Eric. They then flash back to when they met up a year prior, and Mackenzie was asking Mehgan all these questions about Eric. Do you know him? Did y'all go on a date? This, that, and the third. And Mehgan was like, I don't know how you knew that because the only person that knew was Eric. I know for a fact that Ashley be talking on the phone to Eric a lot. So I believe Ashley told you that me and Eric used to talk. So Mackenzie at this point they've been caught and got egg on her face because you trying to stick up for Ashley, but Ashley is being further and further proved to be the drama queen, the messy one, and all of this stuff. And she did wrong to be talking to this girl ex-husband on the phone, because why are you talking to another man on the phone, period, and you married? Like, your husband needs to be side-eyeing you like I'm side-eyeing his teeth, okay? So, Mackenzie was like, that has nothing to do with me. Girl. So Mehgan was like, I wouldn't be talking to nobody's ex-husband. And Morgan was like, where is your husband? And why is he so okay with you talking to so many other men talking about Ashley? So Mehgan points out in her confessional that Ashley is friends with Eric's new woman named Brianna or something like that. I was like, oh, so this girl is really going for the juggler. Like, she is really messy. Like, she is a snake in the grass. So Morgan meets up with Ashley at the end of the episode to have a one-on-one and to confront her. Morgan came cute with her little fishtail braid. I wondered if she do it because it was really cute. Her outfit was cute. She had on heels. Like, it was obvious she didn't come there to like fight or anything like that. But Ashley showed up in her sneakers, child, and her sweatsuit, like prepared for anything after she got shoved at the brunch. So they sit down And Morgan just get this girl a death glare. And child, I'm all the way here in St. Louis, and this was filmed at least 6-7 months ago, and I was over here scared. Like, look at this girl face and her eyes. Like, she looked like she is a demon. Like, she is demonic. She done seen some things in life. Like, I ain't never seen nobody resting B-face like hers. Like, she one of them girls that if a dude walked by and was like, hey, you know, put a smile on your face, won't you smile? I can't even be mad at him for saying it, because child, like, this girl is scary looking by the face. She's so upset that she's shaking her leg under the table. She's so mad. And at this point, I was like, she's really upset with this girl. Like, this is not just for television. Like, she has real issues with Ashley. So she asked Ashley, is like there anything she want to say? And Ashley was like, no, I don't. So Morgan was like, you should. You have so much to say to Eric. And Ashley lies and was like, I don't directly. And Morgan was like, you don't? And Ashley was like, I talked to Brianna. And Morgan was like, baby, you're a liar. Do you talk directly to him? Yes or no? And so Ashley was like, sure. Girl, because you knew you was lying in the first place. And so I'm like, okay, so you a liar. And you're an instigator. You're a provoker. You're a manipulator. You're a shit starter. Okay, I get the memo on you. You are a sneaky, sneaky snake. So Morgan was like, it's a yes, because you're a snake AB. I was always there for you. I had your back through everything we've ever been through. When you came to Milwaukee, who was cool with you? Don't answer. Nobody. But who was? Me. Ashley says, I don't deny that. Morgan was like, I gave you a chance to talk. You said you didn't have anything to say. So shut the F up and listen. And baby, I was like, who let the dogs out? Woo. Who let the dogs out? I was like, okay, Morgan, because I mean, what she said was true. You said you ain't had nothing to say, so don't say nothing now. Let me talk. So at this point, Ashley gets up and was like, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna sit there and let her talk to me like that. So Morgan follows her to the car, and Morgan was like, I thought men and children were off limits. You're a fake AB. I never did nothing to you, and you decided to bring itches around my man. Ashley was like, I never brought women around your man. Morgan was like, what? It came out in our divorce. You're sticking your nose in something that doesn't have anything to do with you. We're talking about my children. Ashley was like, okay, I will leave that alone. So you just told on yourself. And Morgan was like, you will leave us alone. Ashley was like, happy to. And then she drove off. And I'm just like, you that evil of a person to be involving yourself in people's marriages? Like, so I believe everything that Ashley said, that Morgan said, that you were up here trying to, get women for other girls' husbands. And you don't play with people's families like that. Like, and then she wondered why the stuff that's happening to her is happening to her, because you can't be going around doing stuff like that to people. Like, she one of them people that just goes way too far in life. And this ain't even got nothing to do with a reality show, because she had already been this type of person. So I'm just looking at Ashley like, why would you even why would you bring yourself on reality television? But, people like her, like any type of notoriety, whether it's negative or positive. But yeah, she is a shiesty heifer, and I don't see it for her at all. I really like Morgan at this point. She's a very pretty girl. I like the way she carry herself. She funny to me. Her one-liners are great so far. She just needs to rein it in a little bit with the anger. I understand she's newly divorced and was cheated on, and a friend played her, but she needs to reel it in just a little bit. But so far, based off of episode 1, I'm going to give the series premiere of Basketball Wives Orlando an A. I think that the ladies really showed up and showed out. So far, I'm really feeling Morgan. I like Milan so far. And who else? I like Mehgan, The rest of the girls didn't really do too much of anything. Mackenzie seemed like she's going to be another Susie. Like, she reminds me so much of Susie. She seemed like she gonna be running back telling everybody everything, and then sitting back like, I didn't do anything. What? Like, she seemed like she gonna be one of those. So yeah, I'm really liking this season for so far. It seems like it's going to be very dramatic and I'm ready for it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about these ladies in this first episode down below in the comment section. Let's talk all about it. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.